TZA pack and Etherlink as well. So that was nice.
Yeah, super cool. We gave some demos of some new video features, showed off Photobooth, and we actually got some cool stuff to show today. Let's just wait another minute for folks to trickle in.
Just checking, is my audio off or on?
You're on.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Sounds good.
Okay, but I see my icon like reverberating, like it's making noise when I'm not talking.
It's not too bad. It's just like it sounds like an air con.
Oh, okay, yeah, that literally literally is my ceiling fan. So sorry about that. Let's see if I can play some music here while we wait. What's up, everybody? Cole, NPC Frank, Frosty Fire, Koi Fish, a lot of familiar faces. Excited for some new demoing stuff. We're trying to also do a recap video for what we've done all year. We're trying to get that complete before the end of the year. We know that there's both Christmas tomorrow and then in a week's time is New Year's. I am trying to set a vibe code with me on Friday, guys. Um, we'll post some links about it where I'm gonna go over some N8N video stuff with Sogni and as well as part two of building tic tac toe with Sogni SDK. So that should be pretty cool. I know that there's gonna be a lot of people on holidays and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe we should take a poll to see if people will be around on Friday. Because my Friday in Singapore is actually, I guess that's still Christmas for some of you. So I don't wanna, I can make it the following Friday on January 2nd, or we can just do it on Tuesday. Maybe we'll do a poll to see. I know we also have vibe, the render with me as well. So a lot of stuff happening. All right, Mark, I think we can go ahead and get started here.
Cool. All right. So let's talk about what's going on with Sogni. So we have season 5 of our leaderboard well underway. It's the 6-week season. 10 million airdrop is got 33 days left. And season 5, we usually have about a 2-week interval between the end of the snapshot and the airdrop. And so that is currently scheduled for um, Monday. So we're getting ready for that and should be able to surface that airdrop checker in the next couple days. The holiday season's a little tricky with Christmas Eve tomorrow and the team, some team members taking off as people should spend some time with their families. But we should have everything in order for that airdrop for season 4 to start on Monday. And besides that, we've got some cool stuff across the board. I love what we're doing with Photo Booth, and love to demo that stuff's very demoable. And so I can give a quick show of some cool new stuff there, and I'll just get right into it. All right. So inside of Photo Booth, we've continued to mature a lot of the video features. As as the video features are being rolled out on app.sogni and our Mac and iOS apps, and of course, Android is still in development. So we're expecting um, by the end of this week to have both the native app integrations with video and app.sogni. I would say end of this week, but with the holiday scheduling, it may end up being early next week. I'm still working with the team on that, but we're always trying to aim to get things out sooner than later. But in the meantime, like video is going really strong in Photobooth, and so I can show you some really cool demos here. If I So I just did this batch render, and if folks are always wondering like who this girl is that's always in these, this is actually my wife, Jen, and so shout out to her for letting me use her as the face of a photo booth examples. But now if I click on this little camera icon down here after making a batch of images, you'll see that we have this new choose your video style pop up, and video is just getting more user friendly and powerful in photo booth. So you have your first one is prompt to video, and so if I click on that, you'll actually just start prompting, put in your own motion prompt, put in your own negative prompt, and you really can tell your story with video. And you can even do it in batches, which if you select one photo, you're doing one photo. If you're running these options while on this screen, on the batch screen, you're actually running multiple. And so you've got the price of the video, your configuration down here at the bottom. So then if I actually go back in here and do emoji video, this one's been quite popular. You can see that this emoji is just the money tongue emoji as an example, and you can see like how crisp that $100 bill is. These models are doing their work. 2.2 showing up. So that's super cool. So if I click on emoji video, you can see that we've got these 8 categories of emojis. And if I click on, say, a reaction, I can actually have all of my photo booth creations like um, take on one of these emoji filters. So if I hover over these, you can actually see what the prompt is. And of course, you can go and modify it. But the coolest one that I wanted to show today is this batch transition feature, and then like this bald for base. So bald for base is an upcoming campaign that we're going to be doing in January, and so I just wanted to show that off real quick because it's so fun to see what you can do when you apply these models. And so with this campaign, what it will be is that you share your bald for base video on X or on the new Coinbase platform, and we've got an exciting integration coming with the base app, and so this is going to be celebrating that with a major token contest in January. And so I generated these with that same sample photo of my wife, and you can see how, and the sample photo of Einstein, and the CEO of Base is famous for having his bald head and black T-shirt and very expressive fingers when he's doing conferences. And so we thought it was like a pretty funny campaign that should to get really some big adoption on the new Base app. In preparation for Sogni's integration there. So we've got a lot of cool stuff going, and this is a real great showcase of like a B2B campaign utilizing these new video technologies. And then if I actually go back in here to batch transition, so this one is my favorite because the way that it comes up with the AI models like come up with these like stellar transitions. Like if you look at this, like between the Little Red Riding Hood and the Grinch. Like they're just so cool. What kind of you'll never know what kind of transitions that it comes up with between these photos. And so if I actually go in here and we can do one live, but thanks to the power of vibe coding, we're able to get in so many features, and so here I even have it hooked up where all of the AI generated music that we've done in our previous and current events are in here. So you can actually build videos to these, or you can even upload your own music and it'll automatically stitch together a long form video using this transition feature. And so what's really cool about this transition feature also is it does support long form video. If you do 16 or 64 renders, it'll send each, it'll take the first photo as the first frame in your 5 second video or 7 second or 3 second, and then the next one as the end, and then produce four videos where it takes the current photo and transitions it into the next photo. And so even with professional headshot here, it'll take this photo and then transition it to the first photo. So you end up having a looping video that's super seamless and as long as you want, and all very fast because since it already has the first and end frame for each video, we're able to send it out to a different computer for each one. So we'll do one live just to show you what that looks like. So if I hit generate transition video right now, and of course it's going to four computers on the network, and as this renders, I'll mention like those that are running fast worker nodes. We now have, the three different worker types. We have the stable diffusion worker, we have the flux worker, and now we have the comfy worker, which is also the one video worker. And so if you want to participate in video renders, you should switch your worker to the comfy worker, and then it'll automatically download the models for you. It actually works. We were originally planning to limit it to 5090s and above, but actually works quite well on 4090s as well. And and so here you can see as soon as they finish, they'll start auto playing, and you can see the transition between each frame. And um, so here, as soon as that last one finishes, it's going to stitch them all together. And what's super cool is with AI, we were able to get it to actually stitch the video directly on the front end. So it's super fast. There's no transcoding involved. And so if I click tap to view your masterpiece, here it is. And you'll see that it'll actually loop back to the beginning seamlessly. And what's cool is like if you have a PFP and you want to just like pick two frames, 3 seconds, like you can just get like a super sweet GIF to your profile animation. But yeah, it's the new transition video updates. Super cool.
That's awesome, Mark. And so this is using first frame, last frame tech, right?
Yep. Like we haven't
And
even go ahead. We've got so many more video features that we're slowly integrating. Like another one is one animate and one replace, where you're able to take a live video of yourself and then transfer your photo booth image into an existing video or a video that you shoot, or even taking existing um, content out there and then mixing in your character with it. And so you'll see more video options show up in here. Like there's at least going to be like four more coming soon. But yeah, right now it's like just to see what's possible with just text to image with first frame, last frame. It really blows my mind.
yeah, and for those that are dev savvy or brave, a lot of this is already working in the Sogni SDK today. I actually took like some dances off TikTok, and I used the Sogni one animate, and I had a picture illustration of my daughter, and it's cool because I turned her into a dancing, having dancing TikTok moves. You know what I mean? So it's cool that you can use anything as a reference and then be able to apply that to your Sogni generated images. And a lot of this stuff is not, immediately available in our apps layer, but we have been working all week on making it so. And we're our goal is to get this definitely by end of year, but hopefully much sooner in Sogni Studio and all the apps together.
Yep, every day we're getting super close to releasing the the Mac and web versions, and it's there are brand new workflows for the interface, but like the cool videos that we have coming out in our team chat, it's pretty amazing. Right now, what we're seeing is a lot of photo booth images, but when you're actually prompting from scratch, you can do even more um, pretty amazing things. So get ready for a demo. I expect that should be demoing by the next Tuesday's office hours. Also, something that's been waiting in the wings is Flux 2 Dev and Z Image and Gwen Image Edit. So we've got those already preloading into the new Comfy Worker. We're just wrapping up getting those exposed on the front ends and the API SDK, and just wrapping up the video features has been blocking that in the pipeline, but that should be out and demoable by the next office hours as well. So stay tuned. We'll make some announcements in Discord. So here you can see like pretty seamless transitions.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
And I'm pretty sure next Tuesday, Alejandro said that he can demo some Sogni Studio stuff because it's getting a lot of upgrades too. What's cool about Sogni Studio compared to the Sogni Web is that it can auto download every image and video that you render. So you don't have to right click and save them. But he's also adding a new layer where you can queue up renders, both with Sogni SuperNet and for local renders. People who just want to use their own GPU, they can also do queued renders on there. So I don't want to give away too many secrets there, but he's been working super hard on that and excited to demo that as well.
Yep, yep. And along with the new video stuff is a new campaign, new contest. And so if you check the Discord announcements channel, there is a new, let me see here. There's a new holiday video. I believe there was a link shared in chat. I don't think it's on actually Discord announcements yet, but yeah, it'll be our
And
first
yes, it
video
is our
contest.
community channel. Yeah, no worries. I already forwarded it. You can see it in the
Sweet,
chat.
sweet, sweet.
But
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be our first video contest. So really exciting to see what you guys do with these tools in your hands. All right, and what else is new? Anybody got any questions or other updates?
Anything else notable, Josh, from your end? We are working on shipping the next newsletter, which should be pretty juicy.
Yep, and should have the airdrop checker out probably by tomorrow. We're trying to get it done before people are leaving for the holidays. So stay tuned for that.
Sorry, guys. I
Awesome.
exited out of the out of the the event and in Discord. Sometimes I can't find my way back in here. Yeah, so we've got a lot of really cool things going on. You know, we've been starting to do these kind of tip of the day videos, showing off different things you can do with video. We will have the December newsletter going out. This is going to be kind of a special one because we're going to talk about some of the cool things that have happened throughout the year. It's really actually wild as I've been going back and looking through everything that's happened, and just in a single year, like if you just look at where Sogni was a year ago, you know, still on testnet. I mean, we had what, maybe a few thousand users, or even less than that. And then just you know, everything just exploded in February and March, and then we went to mainnet. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. We'll be doing a year wrap up video and kind of yeah, doing a little highlight reel of everything that's been accomplished. So I'm excited to working on that one. Yeah, super cool stuff. I'm excited about it.
Nice. The work continues, and in January, I'll say that we're gonna have a couple of cool things that we're working on and have been. You guys have always seen Sogni Vibe, but we do want to launch that and LLM support in the APIs, which is pretty cool, and a couple other things. But we'll see how much we can fit into January, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm excited for the LLM support. I'm really excited when you start to get the ability to combine LLM support and image and video. Now all of a sudden it's like it's not just like adding a third thing because now you can combine them and it's almost like exponential the things that you can create when you start combining them. Like if you have an LLM and you have image and video with the SDK, like you can run a business off of that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited as we add more features and different kinds of generative AI.
Yeah, and we're always paying attention to the open source landscape. And now that we have a comfy worker integrated, we're able to get these models in much sooner. As soon as we finish our backlog of current model releases with the new comfy worker, there's already like a bunch of really phenomenal stuff coming out. Like if you're paying attention in the Twitter sphere right now, the Gwyn image layered just got announced. And so what's the nice thing is Gwen image edit is basically like an open source version um, of like Nano Banana or even like Flux 2, which is licensed. And they just released Gwen image layered, and what's really phenomenal about this is that you're able to drop in any kind of image and then actually split up the layers where it'll just find all of your layer assets and basically split it up from one image into multiple layers. And so, the potential for like Photoshop style a granular access to your AI content is pretty crazy. You're gonna able to like split out an individual from the foreground into from the background, and then change that person, and then keep the background. These particular tools are very exciting for us because our tools are not for just like ChatGPT prompting, but for actual artists that know exactly what they want to do and get that pixel perfect precision. And so what you can do with these new models every day, they're finding a new way to blow our minds. And so really exciting to get this one in into the platform as soon as possible as well.
The other two things that I want to mention that we're working hard on, this is some alpha for you guys, is that we want to start introducing an optional a monthly subscription layer, because what we really want to do is find a way where we can offer unlimited video renders. I think when we release video, people are going to love it so much, and it could become costly for some people who do a lot of video render. So we want to offer a monthly tier where it just makes more sense if you're doing a boatload of videos every single day. And the other thing is the additional cost for storing video, especially with Sogni Web, that can add up. So with these monthly subscriptions, it includes a base layer of storage for you. And I think more and more with Sogni, our original goal was to be very privacy centric. We don't even know your prompts, or what you're rendering, and we'd like to keep it that way. But as time passes and we see how big our community is getting and how you guys love sharing stuff with each other, we want to add more of that in there, including um, most of you guys know, like, we want to have artist profiles in for next year. Where I think no matter how easy we make Sogni or Midjourney or Google Gemini Banana, at the end of the day, everyone has businesses and business like their one person shops and stuff, that and their own stuff they're working on. They don't have time to learn tools, and I think artist profiles are going to be a way for you to showcase your specialty, whether it's 1970s anime style or celebrity fight videos or whatever, that people will just pay you to do. And they have the benefit of getting this cheaper than any production studio will ever do. And you're making money doing cool, fun, creative stuff that you love doing. So artist profiles are going to unlock that, as well as being able to release your own merch and release your own NFT collections and stuff like that. So I'm so excited. It took us 2 years to build this base layer, the Deepin network and Sogni Studio, which is like our, Swiss Army knife. Now we want to build the layers on top of that for this upcoming year, and I couldn't be more excited for it.
Oh, Mavis, Syntax in chat was asking about N8N video, and you actually have that they integrated, right?
Yeah, so I spent some time earlier this week getting upgrading the Sogni N8N plugin. And if you don't want to wait for my demo, you can already upgrade. Go to your N8N and upgrade the Sogni plugin. And the Sogni plugin on GitHub and NPM already has sample workflows for everything. So you just need to create a new workflow in N8N, hit those three dots at the top right, and import, like, I think it's workflow number 5 on how to do a generative image. My example is pretty basic. It's just prompting a video, but I do want to add examples where you can have a image of yourself or your character, and you can prompt it to do something with video, with motion. You know what I mean, like that. So I got the bare minimum in there now, but from there we'll do first frame, last frame. We'll do what do you call that, Mark, when you can do lip syncing?
So STV, sound to video.
Yeah, sound to video. That's going to be pretty rad. I've been experimenting with that a bunch with the SDK. So it's only going to be more and more creative from here on out. And also, if there's a workflow that you guys use, like Figma or Canva or something like that, where you would like, man, I would love to get a Sogni plugin for this. Like, let us know, and we can most likely build one. I know WordPress is super old, but a lot of people still use that for blogs. And imagine being able to just prompt your own image or video instead of paying for Getty Images or some other third-party stuff that other people can be using already. You can create your own custom stuff, and we want to, for next year, bring Sogni to you and your workflows instead of having you go to our apps. We will build stuff. It'll be Sogni will be like water. It'll be wherever you are, and that's another
Yeah.
big thing. So just let us know. Give us the feedbacks.
Yeah, we've always meant to steer this platform with you guys, and you have way more say in the direction and the order of our releases and than you think. For example, in season 5, when we updated the leaderboard to be top 200 ranks instead of 2,500, that feedback came directly from several of you guys. And so, yeah, continue to voice your opinions and give us your feedback. We are integrating. Um, our roadmap always moves a little slower than uh we want naturally with any platform, but with the voting token, we do plan on prioritizing a way for you to vote with your staked tokens on the priority of the roadmap. And that is coming down the pipeline along with artist pages. um, but yeah, just keep that feedback coming, and we'll make sure that the platform is always going in a direction that you want.
Yeah, and speaking of which, voting with your bags. If you go to the Apple Farm awards page, APR is currently at 60%. Not financial advice, obviously, but the staking dashboards is the only dashboard where we're not limiting it to just the 200, right, Mark?
Right, yeah. And so we can't formally have like an APY. It's not an investment platform, but we do want those that stake to get as linear a reward as they put in. So if someone is staking, 10,000 Sogni, or they're staking 1,000 Sogni, that is still um, worthwhile for them. And that's why we removed the top rank position multipliers, as so much of the rewards are going to the very top, just so that that staking such a critical part of our platform. First time this season going to 50% of rewards. That whatever you stake, that it's going to be worthwhile for you to get a decent sized airdrop relative to that stake more than ever.
And there was a question about any Christmas airdrop rewards and stuff. That's a really great question, and that's something that we'll talk about with the team. We can do it. We may. But in the meantime, every time you attend an event like this, and we've broken another record, we're up to 70 now. I think last week we had 60. Remember your secret passphrase to collect your reward. And what is that secret passphrase, Natalie?
Yes, hey, I am ready, of course. But I wanted to add that I can't wait for artist profiles. I will definitely release my NFT collection. I can't wait. But do you know what? Looks like no one feels like killing because we have a record number of listeners today, as you mentioned before, or maybe everyone used Flux Contact. I have no idea because it's satisfying but also terrifying at the same moment. But I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay, guys. What I wanted to add, our wanted to drop our secret phrase. Let's make it simple. A Christmas tree. So once again, Christmas tree. And remember, if you don't feel like it, you can use Flux Contact for cleaning. I hope that you remember my render with me session about cleaning your apartment in just 1 minute, I believe. So yes, you can still use it. Once again, our secret word for today is Christmas tree. I am dropping a Google form right now. You should see it. And what else? I believe we can wrap it up earlier today because we have a preparation time and regarding our Render With Me session and coding with me, I believe we can organize that because as we mentioned before, we have a new record here.
Natalie, since we
Awesome.
do have someone new,
Yeah, we have.
want to explain, just kind of like give a high level view of like why we're giving the secret phrase in the Google form and what people get when they fill it out?
Yeah, sure. Why? Let's say it's a special program for you for being with us. So you have opportunity to grab 200 of premium sparks and use, for example, for our premium models or video generation. So for those who are new with us, do not forget to drop our secret phrase in our Google form, and you should receive your premium sparks, I believe, in about a week, because we try to distribute our rewards once a week.
And then Uzi just asked, what's the easiest safe way to stake? You can just go to dashboard.sogni.ai, log in with your Sogni username and password, and there's a way for you to stake. Whether you have Sogni on Base or Etherlink, it will automatically stake it on Etherlink for you, which is pretty cool, all effortlessly. I also hear some people that have a lot of Sognis and they're a little bit worried about staking so much with their account. We will in the new year work, a way for you to be able to stake Sogni via your hardware wallet, whether it's your Trezor or your Ledger. We will open up support there eventually in the future. But right now, you have to have it in your move the funds to your Sogni account to do that. Cool. With that, I think we can keep it shorter because it is the holidays for those that are celebrating. Merry Christmas. For those that are not, happy holidays. May this new year also that's coming, bring you everything you want, man. And I'm super grateful for you guys, our community. Without you guys, we would be building this in a vacuum. So we're so excited
Yeah,
that you guys are excited.
it's been a stellar 6 months of mainnet. What we've done in the last year is phenomenal, and we're just so excited for the new year, and it's all thanks to you guys. Thanks for making this platform a reality together, and yeah, we're gonna have some huge things in the new year.
All right. With that, any last comments, questions? I think we're gonna have a poll to see if you guys are gonna be around on Friday for the Vibe Code with Me Part 2. But if not, we'll do it the following week. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, I will organize it in a moment. And regarding our secret word, I will repeat it again, Christmas tree. So thank you for that. Let's finish with Mauvi's soundtrack, I believe. Bye, best wishes, warm wishes.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see ya.
We'll be passing by, and they'll be wasting time, just waiting for new. And while they're chasing